Hello, my name is Mohammed and today I will be interviewing Dr. Khalid Razvi on behalf of Foundation for India Studies Houston for the Indo-American Oral History project being done in partnership with Houston Public Library and Houston Community College. Khalid, thank you for joining me today. So to start off with, at what age did you come to America?
I was about 37 years old.
37, and what year?
That was 1977.
1977. And why Houston, of all the cities?
Well, I got a green card, and one of my sisters was moving to Houston from Oklahoma. So I said, okay, this Texas may be good for something in geology and geophysics.
Okay.
So I moved with her.
Okay, and could you talk about your education, your occupation, your children?
Okay. I got a PhD in geology, and one of my major was geophysics. So I got everything from Osmania University, Hyderabad. And luckily we have very good professors. We have a couple of Americans, and we have 6 Russian professors. So we have really strong dose of geophysics. So I got a PhD in coal petrography. I got a master's in geology, and when it come to bachelor's, I got almost 3 majors: geology, physics, and maths. Earlier, up to going to schooling, I got everything in Urdu medium. It was not even English medium. Everything was Urdu medium. And because I was with my father, who was normally transferred from one place, one district city to another city, I used to travel with him. So by the time I completed high school, it took me 9 different schools. And I learned Arabic, Persian, Urdu, Hindi, Telugu, and Marathi.
Wow.
And luckily I was quite good in most of it. And when it came to PhD work, I need a lot of reference books, and literature was not available in English. So I have degrees in German, French, and Russian also. Like I came here, and my son was born, Mansoor was born here. I got only one son.
And so your education and your skill training, did you complete everything in India before you came to America, or did you also continue some education?
No, I got everything from India.
Okay.
I went to University of Houston to check it, whether I need some training or any courses I have to take.
Okay.
So once she said, your Osmania is Advanced Center for Geophysics. We are actually ahead of what we have here.
Right.
So I didn't take anything. And I never felt that I don't know anything about what they are teaching here.
Right. Okay. Could you talk about the conditions of Houston when you arrived? Just a general.
That was not a very big city. Even that Beltway 8 was not there. It's a very small cities. And as far as the Indians are concerned, there are very few families here. Whenever we see somebody from India or Pakistan, we used to go and run and see him. What are you doing? From where you come from? And things like that. There was no Indian store, even to get some small masala, some such things, spices. We had to go miles and miles. So it was very small thing, but we saw it developing very good.
So compared to then and now, how would you describe the changes you've seen?
Houston is really improved. It's very few. I have never seen any city which is developing that fast. And it's very much, compared to anything else, transportation is good. There are a lot of houses now, so many other things are nice. You got enough Indian stores which can compare to any place in the whole world.
Right. In terms of your earlier experiences, did you experience, or can you share some of the socio-political issues when you arrived? For example, like racial issues? How was that when you arrived compared to how it is now?
I never felt it anything bad. All the time, right from beginning, I was always welcome by anybody. There was no, for me, there was nobody, a racial thing was there. And people know, and I try to help each other, all the people. So I was friendly with everybody, the black and white and Latinos.
Right.
So all the time. Plus, because of the different games, I was familiar with my boss also. We used to play tennis together. So we had never got any problem.
Okay. Can you talk about I know you have come from a very large family. So can you just talk about your family overall, how many people are here, and the activities that you've been involved with throughout the years?
We are 10 siblings. Okay, we are 5 brothers and 5 sisters.
Okay.
And luckily all of us are well educated. 4 of my brothers are engineers. I am the only one with the PhD. My sister is a doctor, another is psychologist, and 2 of them are doing research work, and another is psychologist. Luckily we are very educated families. Couple of my brother-in-laws are also PhDs, others are MBA. I got niece which is PhD. My sister's son-in-laws are PhDs. You got 5-6 doctors in the family. Then all of us live in Houston. Actually, we live in Sugarland.
Can you describe your interaction with the mainstream community and the neighborhoods and the different organizations we have in Houston?
Yes, I'm involved in so many things. Even for neighborhood watch or some such thing.
Right.
So I normally take out some type of minerals and fossils and things like outside.
Right.
And people are very friendly with me. People all on my street, almost everybody knows me. If somebody comes in our subdivision who is new, normally we go out and say welcome to this talk about the neighborhood. So even now, sometimes our neighbors are going, which are one side is black, another is white, and the other somebody who is in front of us is from Vietnam. But if they are going out for some time, they let us know. They said, okay, just take care of us. So we are very friendly people here.
So would you describe your cultural integration? Has that always been an easy situation for you, or have you ever faced any cultural differences?
No, I never thought something is different. We are easily adjusted.
Right. So you didn't face anything?
There was never a problem.
How did you attempt to influence, I guess, public policy for the betterment of Indian-U.S. relations?
Say some elections which is coming for a school board or some such things. Normally, I find people who are in charge.
Okay.
And let them know that we have bigger family. We have a voting power.
Right.
If you are interested, these are the things we are looking for, and then you help us, and we try to modify according to what people will like it.
Do you've been here for quite some time, and you've seen Houston as well as America grow and evolve socially, economically, politically. Looking from this point forward for your children, your nephews, your nieces, their kids, the next generations, are there any concerns or anxieties that you forecast for the future generations?
So far, everything was really nice. There is no problem. For education, such thing for my son or my nieces, nephews, there was no problem. But political situation right now is slightly off. Same thing happened in 9/11. There was maybe a couple of months it was rough. People have been asking what are this one, but the good part is instead of somebody just being aggressive, they'll say, they ask what it is, what is your Islam, what is this means of this thing, which is from where it comes from. Because a lot of people are not knowledgeable what's going on.
Right.
They don't even know where is Afghanistan or India. It's two different countries. So it was never a big problem for me. But environment slightly are getting bad because the presidential election time. So it is, otherwise it's fine.
Can you describe some of your more specific involvements in the political, social communities here in Houston?
Politically, not much. I don't not involved much. Only during the elections. Sometimes I come out of it. No.
Okay. And your social initiatives that you're involved with?
Yes, I'm involved with so many, like India Culture Center and then Islamic Society, and then there is a Hyderabad Association, and there is Usmania University Association. Then they got a for Urdu and Hindi. They got a this called Mushaira, which is reciting poetry. So I'm involved in that one also.
We both know here in Houston we have a famous street called Hillcroft, which is filled with our Indian stores.
Yes.
Can you talk about, and now they actually named it the Mahatma Gandhi district. So can you talk about the evolution from when you came to where it is today and how it evolved?
Long time back actually, but Hillcroft and 59, there was actually no street which cut through that one. It used to take a U-turn from there. And there was one store came, it was, I think it's called Lex, and it stayed for a couple of years. That was only one street.
Wow.
Then slowly they started in smaller areas with sharing with something else. And slowly they really developed. And all Indian and Pakistani, they were started coming to the same area, Hillcroft area. So once they said they got enough money to ask for that, and okay, why not name it the Mahatma Gandhi and Mamjina Maharashtra Street.
You've been involved for quite some time in the Houston community, and you give a lot back. Can you talk about some of the efforts that you lend your helping hand and some of the local organizations that you help out with and offer your own wisdom or physical help, or some of the charities that you're involved with?
Charities, not Maria, I'm not, but see, there are a lot of charities which are done through Mushaira or poetic recitation. So normally I join those parties as first thing. If it is school board or some such thing, these are there. If somebody especially from India, some such thing, normally I try to help them out.
And can you talk about any work that you're doing to basically enhance the Indian heritage for future generations? Like I know, like both of us were involved with the Indian Muslims Association of Greater Houston. So are there other organizations that you're involved with that help enhance the Indian heritage among the generations here in America?
No, apart from this one, I don't have too much thing, but I supplied so many things for Indian newspapers.
Okay.
Like I given them for the whole year something something special about India. So for every week they can print something which is from the Guinness Book or some such thing which is from that part. So I selected those things and passed it on to them.
Can you share any unique experiences that you've had professionally that have shaped you to where you are today?
Okay. Because I have geology as well as geophysics background,
Right.
I had the advantage as I think I am the first Desi from India who has gone into exploration side.
Okay.
Most of the people are not in exploration.
Mm-hmm.
And once I was prospecting. I had given a actually location in Gulf of Mexico, and in High Island there is one discovery. It is done by me.
Okay.
1982, I given the location in the offshore area, and it is still running.
The reservoir is still
Yes.
active. Wow.
Yes, regularly it's oil and gas is
Right.
still coming to those things.
Hmm. Earlier you had mentioned 9/11. Are there, and you can talk about, expand on that, or talk about other major events that have happened in America that have influenced your,
Only thing 9/11 was the only thing which just
okay.
because after that lot of people will be discussing what is that one, what was going on in, and most time it was from the office people who are not familiar with these things. They've been asking, so, but it was nothing against me or something.
Right. What are some of the issues that matter to you most in general?
Right now, there's only political problem is coming up now. Otherwise, this is one of the best cities we can think.
Right. And I know personally you're quite involved in outdoor activities, so can you talk about your involvement in sports and other activities that you're very much active in?
Oh, there are too many. I'm involved
Yeah.
in too many things. See, right now I'm volunteering for a Golden Club, which is senior club for Pakistanis.
Okay, Golden Club.
Golden Club, which we take them for outing, for picnic and things like that. Then I do it for Indians. It's called Indian Muslims. It's called Club 65.
Club 65.
Again, same thing. We arrange for picnics and outings and things like that. Entertainment, things like that. Then I am very much involved in Hyderabad Association for almost 35-40 years. I have been taking out the magazine. I have been editing the magazine for all these years, like 37 years. Then I was secretary for Usmania University Graduate Association, and involved in Hindi Kavi Sammelan. I was involved in Urdu Mushaira. I used to take a lot of photographs. I won a couple of prizes from Houston Post also. So, I'm quite busy.
Good. And from the sports world?
Sports, there are too many things. We used to play a lot of cricket here. I think first 10 years we played a lot of cricket here. And after 10, once my brother-in-law got hurt on the playing this one, so I switched from cricket to tennis.
Okay.
I've been playing tennis for quite some time, and I think I won more than 25 tournaments.
Wow.
Then I play first. Once I knew about the senior games here, I started playing senior games, and I don't know, I might have won about 100 medals in different games.
Wow.
I play badminton, I play tennis, I play shuffleboard, I washer throw, horseshoe, spelling bee. So
Which is probably your most favorite out of
it's
all
tennis.
of
I
them?
played
Tennis?
I played a lot of tennis,
Okay.
and I won even Hyderabad in the India #1. Ramesh Krishnan came. I played with him.
Wow.
Actually, I asked him, I want to play against you, not with you, so that I can claim that I played against you and this. So it was fun game, but still I played with him.
And what, looking forward, how do you try to make a difference in your community from a day-to-day point of view?
With my brother-in-law, we have been trying to help Desi people, young, especially young, to prepare for SAT as such thing. So we coach them regularly for throughout the year.
Right.
And we still, a lot of people have gone to good colleges with this full scholarships. That we try to help. And earlier I had like 15-20 tennis rackets. I got hundreds of balls. I wanted everybody to come earlier and to go to the court, spend some time on this court also. So I wanted everybody must know that we are doing, and we are doing better than most of the people.
Right. And I was actually a student for the SAG classes with the Rotofunkel. Do you see in your generation the enthusiasm for certain sports or for culture? Do you see that same enthusiasm with the new generation, or do you see it kind of leveling off?
New generation is more involved in computer games.
Right.
The physical game, outside the games is almost gone.
Right.
I see very few people playing outside.
How do you feel about that? Do you think
I don't
that's
like it. I want people to come at least once a week. Everybody must be on the court, some type of court, some games.
Right.
Or he must be running around, hiking, or going to a park and such thing. Sitting on that one all the time, computers will not help.
Mm-hmm. And culturally wise, how do you think the new generation is when it comes to actually knowing about their heritage and their culture? Do you think there's a disconnect with the generations that are being brought up in America about who they are, where they come from, or do you think they're doing okay?
Some of them are interested in knowing actually from where we come from,
Right.
how we did it. So what actually I do is I tell stories about things, what was happening back in India.
Okay.
So that get involved in this thing. They want to know what more and more about things. What was our background, how we learned so many languages and things like that. So some of them are interested, and we try to get them, like Hyderabad Association or Indian Cultures programs.
Right.
We want them to come at least and see what was our background.
Do you have any regrets coming to America?
No,
No regrets.
I feel just at home.
Okay.
I spend more time in this country than India.
Mm-hmm. So you had no, a lot of people after they retire, they have the inclination to go back to India and live there. Has that ever crossed your mind to go back?
No, I'm not planning. See, almost like 40 years, I've been to India only 3 times.
Wow.
You can see that. You like it just as a tourist. I want to show it to my son also. Otherwise, this is my country.
So is there anything else you would like to add? Any thing I may have left off that you were involved with that you would like the audience to know?
Yeah, so there are certain things which normally is not possible. See, I collect a lot of fossils.
Right.
I collect a lot of minerals and crystals. I collect watches. I got hundreds of books. So, and I had a lot of cameras. And once because I like photography, actually in one of the Father's Day, I got a 3rd prize out of 5,600 people. I got a 3rd prize from the Houston Post.
For a photograph?
Photograph, yes.
What was the photograph?
My brother and my niece.
Uh-huh.
I took the picture with a telescopic camera,
Mm-hmm.
so they didn't know that I am taking pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice picture. It was showed up in the Chronicle, on the Houston Post, and again it was shown on different magazines also. Then I collect watches.
Okay.
One of the watch which was like 1900 it was started, but it is last month it was sold for $7.2 million.
Wow.
And unfortunately there was a fire in my house and we lost everything.
Including that watch?
Including the watch, and
Wow.
all my minerals, all my crystals, everything is gone. All my trophies from tennis, everything is gone.
Wow.
And so there are certain things like I am one of the very few people who have gone to almost like 11,500 feet deep into the mine, in a gold mine.
Wow. Where was that?
Back in India.
Back in India.
Yes.
Okay.
People are not allowed, but because I was doing research work,
Okay.
and I used to take students, so I am one of the few people who can go to, which is almost 2.5 miles.
Right.
Yes, I've been to in Himalayas. I've seen whole of India many times.
You mentioned the fire, including that valuable watch and other fossils and minerals. So after an event like that, how do you cope with it? How do you, digest that? And
I lost so many things that I told my wife, okay, because my wife was inside, my son was inside the house,
when the fire
the fire was there, and as soon as they left the house, within 5 minutes, the whole roof collapsed.
Wow.
So we said, okay, because we survived, and we survived nicely, without having any problem. I said, okay, forget about the material things.
Yeah.
Thanks God they're alive. We'll start over. And when I came to this country, I came with $7 in my pocket, because that was all the money they are allowed to take it. So it's fine.
It says a lot about the state of mind. It's
Yeah,
to have a strong state of mind after an event like that. Anything else you would like to add or share?
We are from South India, and somehow we must do that. The people must know what we have achieved. India has achieved. We must show that we can do it. We can do it right here. We can prove that we are better than many people. We can compete in any subject. Not only in any subject, we can compete in different games, different type of knowledge. And you can see, like spelling bee and geography bee, all the Indians are coming.
Right.
So I want Indians to show off more and more here. And I am ready, but if I have whatever knowledge I have it, anybody want it, I am ready to volunteer anywhere.
So you like to see more local Indian talent come to surface?
Yes.
Okay. And have you seen a positive outlook in terms of the new generations, from when you were here until now? Do you see a...
Yes, yeah, I think definitely they are growing up, and they are
Okay.
going in the right direction.
Okay.
The only direction they are missing is physical activity. Otherwise, they are doing real good.
Okay. That's a good point. Anything else, or?
No, thank you.
Well, thank you
It
for
was interesting.
participating and sharing your knowledge. We appreciate it, and I'm sure many others will appreciate your knowledge.
Thank
you
you.
so much.